Good morning and welcome to another day in my life. Today is Monday, April 11th, and I thought I would bring you along today and give you sort of my tips, the things that I do when I am trying to get back into a groove from being out of town. Now, we were only gone for 2 days over the weekend. It was a short trip to Austin for a wedding this weekend. We had so much fun, but it's still being gone. It's Charlie's tale. It is still a weekend where we're not at home, being able to do the things we would normally do to get prepared for the week. And so I thought this would be a good day to share with you what I do to get myself back into routines, as well as what do I prioritize. So we're gonna kick it off with tip number one, which is to be realistic. It's about 8:30 and I'm still sitting in bed. We didn't get home until this girl clearly missed us. We're gone for 2 days. Hi, kitty. I know. We got home like just after 10, and by the time we had a snack and got settled, we didn't end up going to bed until about 11. And so I knew I was going to want to sleep in. Traveling is exhausting. We were up past my bedtime every night over the weekend, and so I knew I was going to need that little bit of extra rest. So I let myself sleep in. I actually didn't even set an alarm. Now, I know that I have that ability because I work for myself, and I knew that I was going to be able to do that. If you do not have that kind of flexibility where you're able to do that, it's just about being realistic, right? Maybe you get up at 5 a.m. normally and do a 3-hour morning routine before you have to sit down at your desk at 8 a.m. Or maybe you get up at 6 a.m. and you have an hour to yourself before your kids get up at 7. It's just about being realistic. Is that what you're going to want to do the day after you travel? Is that what your body is going to be able to handle the day after you travel? If the answer is yes, awesome. But if the answer is probably not, then be realistic when you go to bed. Don't set the alarm for 5 a.m. and then snooze for an hour, because your body's like, no, we're not gonna go at 5 a.m. All right, tip number 2, or at least for me, one of the things I have to remember when I'm getting back into my routines is it's important to start my routines, but I don't have to do every step of my routine. I have been developing my morning routine for the last about 2 years, and it has a lot of steps. There's a lot of components to it, and when I am on my game and I have a lot of energy and I wasn't traveling until 10 p.m. the night before, I do like to do every step of my morning routine, especially on Mondays. It makes me feel like I'm getting the week started on the right foot. But I know today I'm not gonna worry about checking off every step of my morning routine. And that's actually one of the things I love about the routine app that I use on my phone called Routinery. I've talked about it before. I have a whole video all about Routinery, is that I still get credit for my morning routine even if I skip steps. So I clicked play on Routinery and I'm on step 2, which is skincare, but I'm gonna skip steps as I continue throughout my morning. Like the next step I'm definitely gonna skip, which is getting the laundry started. I usually try to do a load of laundry every day, but as you can see, our hamper is not full because neither of us have unpacked yet. We'll talk about that later. And so there's no point in me doing a load of laundry today when we're about to fill up that hamper with a bunch of clothes that we wore over the weekend. So I will worry about laundry tomorrow, and that just saves me a bunch of time in my morning routine because I got my day started a little bit later, and the priority today is just to get back into the groove of my routines, not to do every single routine perfectly. All right, tip number 3 is to have a plan. And if I can, it depends on how long we're going out of town. Because we were only going to be gone a weekend, I actually planned out my week on Thursday night before we left. So I usually plan out my week on my weekly planning pad from Ink and Volt. I did all of this on Thursday night. Now, some of it has already changed. Some of it will likely still change, whereas if I'd waited to do it today. But you know what? It felt better going to bed last night knowing that this was already planned out. Then I went ahead and planned my day. And really the big thing that changed was that this call got canceled. So in between, I stuck in running an errand, getting some fresh air, and then I left 5 to 6 blank. I'm not planning to cook dinner tonight. We're either gonna have leftovers or something from the freezer, but I wanted to leave a little bit more space, white space, knowing that I'm still trying to get back into a groove today. But I did also want to mention that if I am going to be gone for longer than weekend, or I don't get my week set up before I leave, I will try and do something on the airplane. Whether it's just a brain dump of the things I need to do the next day, or actually like planning out my day. When I travel, I typically take, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I take the full focus planner when I travel. And the biggest reason, let me see if I can find a blank page or a blank daily to show you. The biggest reason is its size. It's much smaller than the Amplify planner. It's just easier to travel with. But I also like that it has a full notes page on every single day, so I can jot down different ideas or different plans or whatever. So what I will do is if I haven't planned out the next day, I will pull this out on the plane and make a plan for the next day or later that day or whatever, whenever I'm landing. That way, when I get back to the apartment, there is a plan. And it doesn't mean that I'm not flexible if that the plan I made on the plane no longer works or something changed, but I'm definitely better about getting back into real life and back into my routines if I make a plan in advance. This is not a tip and really not specific to traveling. Something I update every Monday is my countdown board. I usually update this every like 2 to 3 days just to keep it relatively consistent, but obviously it's been quite a few days since I updated it, so I'm kind of just moving some things around. But the other thing I love about updating it today is it does remind me how close our next trip is. So our next trip is going to Ireland for my friend's wedding, and I still have a lot of planning to do related to that, a lot of like things I need to finalize. But as somebody who loves to travel, it is nice to always think about, okay, I just got home from this trip. What's the next trip that I have to look forward to? All right, taking a quick break from my morning routine to eat breakfast, eggs. If you've watched my daily vlogs, that's what I have for breakfast. Normally, I will work out first and eat this afterwards, but because my day started a lot later and I'm moving a little bit slower, my stomach started growling, and I was like, I need to pause and eat my eggs before I actually work out, or I'm just gonna be so distracted and hungry. So I'm gonna eat breakfast first, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint my nails before I work out also. I just can't stop. They look so bad, and I can't stop looking at them, and they're distracting me. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, get my nails painted, catch up on some YouTube videos. I got really behind on YouTube, like my watch later folder during the wedding chaos, and I'm still trying to play catch up and trying to get all caught up so that I can feel like I'm back on top of it again. I know that feels like a silly thing to be on top of, but if you're here watching this video here on YouTube, you can probably relate to wanting to stay caught up on your favorite YouTube channels, but then like life gets busy and you get behind, and now I'm just trying to play catch up. Same thing with podcasts. I am so behind on podcasts. But one of the things I do always try to do, and I feel like I talked about this in a video before, is go through and delete like the ones that I'm like, okay, I saved that, either whether it's an automatic download on a podcast or I saved it in my watch later folder on YouTube. Like I saved that thinking I wanted to watch it, and if I was caught up, I probably would have watched that video. But now that I'm trying to play catch up, is that video really, like, is that something I really want to spend my time watching? And so trying to clear through some of those. All right, it was really wishful thinking that I was gonna get through my AM routine and unpack and do my nails before this 12:15 call, but I did do my nails. I love how they turned out. I picked a very spring color, got through my AM routine, minus the fact that I did not do my PT. I skipped over that, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that down here and hopefully get to that. And then I have one other work thing that I need to get to today, which is a gift certificate. There is a woman who sent me a message who is gifting one-on-one coaching to her mom for her birthday, and I just think that is the sweetest. It just makes my heart so happy, and I'm so excited to create a little gift certificate for her to wrap up for her mom, and then her birthday is later this week, and then we will get started with coaching her mom, and I will work all that out. So I'm so excited. I'm just giddy that somebody is gifting coaching to somebody they love. I think it's so sweet. So anyways, unpacking is just gonna have to wait till after this call. Hi. All right, it's a 2 cup of coffee kind of day. So I love the cold brew coffee concentrate from Trader Joe's. I add in oat milk, and then I add a little bit of a Quest protein shake, just add a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of extra protein. Usually it takes me like a week or so to get through one of these. Like that's how I don't put a ton of in there, and because I just don't put a ton in there, and I don't have a second cup of iced coffee every single day of hot coffee in the morning. But this is my last one. Like I just popped this one open, and it's the last one in the pantry, which means I definitely need to be placing a Quest order today. You can get these at like some, health food stores. Like I have seen them out at stores, but I like to just order from the Quest website. I find it's the best deal, and I usually order enough to get myself to free shipping. When I go to place that order today, I will tell you what some of my other favorite things are from that brand. Not sponsored. I don't know if I need to say that. It feels like it is, and I know they've sponsored other people before. I just happen to love these protein shakes and other products from the company. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely gorgeous out. Just running a quick errand to the grocery store to pick up some spinach so I can make a smoothie later. We have all the other ingredients except for spinach, and then also stopping by the UPS store to pick up a package. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should stay out a little bit longer because it is just, it's beautiful outside right now. So I actually got 4 picked. There were 4 packages waiting for me at UPS. I would love to open them right now, but I promised myself that when I got back, I would do the one other thing I wanted to do before my next 2 one-on-one calls, which is unpacking. And that leads me into tip number 4, which is to unpack as soon as possible, preferably the day you get back or the day after you get back. Maybe it's just me living in a small New York City sized apartment that I really feel like I need to get my suitcase unpacked and put away because I don't want it to take up space in my apartment. But I always feel so much better and like I'm getting back into a regular groove and back on track when I have unpacked my suitcase and put things away. All right, nothing motivates you to unpack fast quite like some packages to open. So we have 12 minutes before my one-on-one call and I wanna get these packages open. So the first thing I got was a new full focus planner. This company reaches out to me pretty regularly and asks if I want another one. And I pretty much always say yes, because right now I just wrapped up one of them because I do like using this planner, like I said, for travel. And I just kind of started a new one. I'm probably like a fourth of the way into the one that I'm using right now, so it'll be a while before I need this one, but I do like always having one when I'm ready for it. Like I said, I don't use it every day. The biggest reason I don't use it every day compared to the Amplify planner, I'm like still out of breath from lifting up those suitcases, is the paper. I wish it was whiter, like white, like it's an off-white paper. But anyways, I really appreciate the company always offering to send me another one, so I always have one on hand. The other thing I got in the mail is my monthly subscription from Equilibria, which I think I've talked about this brand before, but I have had some of you message me with questions about it, so maybe I don't talk about it enough, but it is the CBD brand that I use. So I started using this, I don't know, maybe last summer. I learned about it from Emily Lay, and then also another influencer that I follow, Carolyn, I think that's her name, Morand. She does a lot of fashion stuff and we're about the same size physically. And so I always really like her fashion advice, but she also talks about this brand. So after the two of them raved about it for a while, I finally started getting a monthly subscription and I love it. I really do think it makes a difference for me. So I get 2 products shipped to me every month. Actually, I might skip next month. That's actually one of the things I also like about their subscription model. So you get a discount by signing up for the subscription, but you could adjust the day or skip a month if you ever need to. And I'm a little bit behind because I was not good about doing it earlier part of the year when I was traveling. So I am like, I have extra. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kind of do the math and then maybe skip my next shipment. But I get 2 things. So I get the, what are they called? Soft gels, daily soft gels. It's 10 milligrams of CBD in a pack of 30. And these I take every morning when I take my vitamins. So I just keep them in my little container with my vitamins and I take one of these every day. And then these are the daily drops. I just get the unflavored one. I love this. I take this in between like the end of my workday and when I'm winding down. One of the things I really do love about this brand too is that they allow you, once you sign up or once you purchase something, to have a consultation with an expert, with somebody who knows what they're talking about, and you tell them what your goals are, whether it's overall less stress, better sleep, like what is it that you're trying to get out of regularly taking CBD, and they tell you what products to use and what time of day and how much to use. And so this was my like regimen based on my goals and my personal needs, and it works perfectly for me, and I'm really thankful. So I get this shipped every month so that I don't ever run out. All right, I don't know where to go first. The one that I know what it is or the one that I don't know. So this massive box is from Kohl's. We don't actually have Kohl's here in New York, but my mom loves Kohl's. And she regularly goes to return Amazon stuff and then ends up shopping. And like a week or 2 before the wedding, she was at Kohl's shopping right when they launched their new collab with Draper James. And if you don't know what Draper James is, it is Reese Witherspoon's clothing line, and I love it. The style, it's very much my style. Very like everything I've ever owned from that company, I absolutely love. My like blue flower dress that you see me in all kinds of pictures, that's Draper James. Anyways, obviously the Kohl's line is a lot more cost effective than buying. Anyways, I had to go replace the battery in my camera, so I forgot what I was talking about. But my mom was at Kohl's like 2 weeks before the wedding, looked at the line in person, and told me how cute this white denim jacket was. She was like, this would look so cute with your rehearsal dinner dress. So I actually ordered 2 sizes. I still need to return the other one, but I ordered both the large and the extra large. Typically I wear a large. Like that is the size that I wear in women's clothing. I am a large. But sometimes on things that have sleeves, especially things that don't have a lot of stretch, which denim can be hit or miss when it comes to stretch, I need the extra large for my arms. So I ordered the large and the extra large. The large ended up fitting perfectly. Like there was enough stretch that my arms fit fine, and obviously the large fit me better in the torso area. So I love the white one. I wore it at the rehearsal dinner. I wore it a lot on our mini moon. And then last week when I was packing, I was texting my mom and I was like, man, I kind of wish I'd gotten, they also have it in a regular denim. I was like, I kind of wish I'd gotten that. I don't have a jean jacket right now that I like. And this one, I knew that it would fit me. And it's not like your typical denim jacket. It's got this ruffled collar instead of like a normal collar. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. It's got these big buttons and it's just so cute. So I ordered it in the regular denim as well. And now I'm excited to have this.
All right, and then the last thing is I hopped back onto the Ipsy train. I used to get Ipsy. If you don't know what Ipsy is, it is a makeup subscription service where you pay a fee and then you get, I think it's 5 products in like large sample sizes. And I did it for years and years, and then I felt like I couldn't keep up with it. I felt like I wasn't using all the products, or it was products I didn't like. And my sister talked me back into it. So here I am again. I do remember they give you like a little makeup pouch every month, and I don't need all of these. I wish you could just get the products on the inside. But I retook the quiz to like get stuff that hopefully I will use. And I do feel like I'm in a better place about being more consistent with my skincare and things than when I used to get it. So we'll see. The other thing I think I learned and I'm better at now than I was when I first started getting it is that instead of trying to make all these like travel things, I'm just gonna use them regularly until I use them up. So anyway, the first thing I pulled out were these Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Dew Drops, Ultimate Glow and Brightening. I don't really, does this tell me what it does? Oh, it does. Oh, it like prints out a little thing that tells me what it does and what the full price would be. That's cool. Okay, part face serum, part highlighter. This lightweight gel multitasks like no other. Okay, so it seems like it's a morning type of gel though, if it's part highlighter, so I'll put that with my makeup. The next thing I got here is a soothing toner. I've never heard of this brand. It's UNPA, but it's like all caps. So I'm assuming that like stands for something. I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce it. So it says it's a multitasking toner to help balance, gently resurface, firm, and soothe your skin all at once. That is a lot of claims, but that's okay. Okay, let's see what else in here. Okay, we have a tinted lip balm. Ooh, I'm really excited to try this. It is from the brand Context Skin, and it's just a tinted lip balm. I'm all about this. And this actually seems like a pretty big size, but I'm really excited to try this out. Maybe I'll try that out for dance later. All right, this is actually a pretty big size. This is a rose clay purifying mask. I'm always here for a purifying mask, so excited to try that. I basically will put the products where they belong, whether they're gonna go in with my makeup stuff for daytime, in the bathroom cabinet for nighttime. This I will actually just put in the bath, to like in the shower, because that's when I typically do purifying masks, is when I'm taking a bath. All right, the last thing here is a actual makeup product, and it is a highlighter. So it is from the brand MOTD. I've never heard of it, but this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. This I actually probably will consider like travel. I mean, I will put it with my makeup, but because it's a smaller one, I will use it. It's a little bit gold compared to my typical preference of highlighters. I can't remember if you can like give feedback and say, oh, I like this, I don't like this. Anyways, not disappointed in what I got. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. Signed up for Ipsy, but my sister talked me back into it, and I thought it would be fun to try and maybe help me like stop purchasing full-size things. But anyways, that's it for mail. I have 1 minute to spare before this one-on-one call. Okay, I finished up all my calls, and now I'm on the Quest website placing my order. So the first thing that I really love are the chips. I think the chips are fantastic. It's a great way to get some extra protein in, and they don't need any dip. Like, they just taste delicious. My favorite flavors are the loaded taco and then the nacho cheese, which I added into my cart. I also like the ranch. Sam also really likes the spicy sweet chili, but they come in these like big packs, so I usually only get one flavor at a time. Honestly, I can't remember what we ordered last time because we went through them so quickly. Their protein bars are okay to me. I don't dislike them, but I don't necessarily love them. But they just came out with these minis. So I went ahead and ordered 1 box of the mini chocolate chip cookie dough, because I do think one of the things about their protein bars that I don't like is that it's too much. It was too much for me. So sometimes I would only eat half, but then I would feel weird leaving half. So I'm excited to try out these little mini ones. I really like what they call them, their hero bars. And it's essentially a bar, but it's got like something on the outside. I actually really love this blueberry cobbler one, which is not normal for me. Normally I don't like fruit with my stuff. And then I love the chocolate peanut butter one, but I'm not getting any of those right now since I'm getting the protein bar minis. In terms of candy, their peanut butter cups are the freaking best. The problem is that they are very pricey and it's hard to justify. And then I just want to eat the whole box. So I'm actually not getting those right now. And then obviously the thing I came here for, which is the shakes. Now they used to sell these in packs of 12. So I would just get one flavor at a time, and then my next order I would get a different flavor. Now they're selling them in packs of 4, which is how you find them in stores. So what I actually did was added one of each flavor. That way I can kind of switch it up because I actually do like all of them. The salted caramel is definitely the sweetest, but I also really like the chocolate and the vanilla. So that is what's in my cart. Like I said, I've got one of each of the protein shakes and then the mini bars and then the nacho cheese protein chips. So that's what I'm gonna order. Oh, I'm gonna have to add something else. It's over $79 and I am at $70.85. Okay, so I gotta find one more thing. Okay, these are also new as well, these frosted cookies. So I think I'm gonna give those a try. So now I will get free shipping. All right, it's about 4 o'clock. Here's where we're at with the planner. I do still need to practice that. I'm definitely going to get to today and then finish up my communication routine. But everything else on this list, both work and personal, I'm going to go ahead and move to tomorrow. And that actually leads me into the last tip, or tip number 5, which is don't push yourself. If you can, make plans to end your day early, that first day back, that you're getting back into your rhythms and routines after travel. We all make this joke that I need a vacation for my vacation, because a lot of us will spend our vacations or our time off going and not taking as much time to rest and relax. And this one was a special occasion, so obviously there were a lot of events, a lot of people to catch up with, and even as someone who does identify as an extrovert, there's a lot of people in, there's a lot of small talk, there's a lot of chatting, and I was exhausted. And so I knew that I would need some extra downtime today to kind of unwind from that vacation. Once again, I do understand that I have the ability to build that in because I am in control of my own schedule. And so I know that I wanted to take it easy tonight and today, and then tomorrow I will push myself. I will get up early, get back to it at my normal time, and then I also have work plans for tomorrow night with the Patreon silent co-working session. So tomorrow will be an extra long day, and that is another reason I know that I need tonight to kind of unwind. So I am gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do my communication routine, and then I am gonna just relax until it is time to go to dance. Now, that said, I also still have dance tonight, so I can't totally relax. So if I didn't have dance, I would probably push myself for another hour or two work-wise. And then, I'm still gonna do my communication routine. So I do still have at least like 45 minutes of work left. But if I didn't have dance, I would push myself and do another hour or two total and then call it a night and relax. But because I have dance, I'm not gonna push it as hard. I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I'm just going to rest until it is time to leave for dance. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and close out this vlog here so I can just that is another form of rest for me, is not worrying about documenting, whether it's Instagram or the vlog or whatever it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video here. So if you liked it, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.
To share, so that is what
All right, tip number, whatever are we on? But I also want to mention, why is it taking me so many tries to get that right? Because I need to do that next day. It is Reese Witherspoon's. So it says it's a multitasking cone.